Hey there, guys. How's it going? I'm just wanting to do a quick little update video, and I am going to try and keep it quick. Just letting you guys know what's going on and some of the things that are going to be going on. So I've actually got a list this time of things that I want to go through, and we're going to start off with some YouTube and Twitch related stuff. Some stuff to get your feedback on and to let you know what I'm going to try and get done. And then we're going to go on to the stuff that's happening to me in real life that could affect YouTube and streaming and things like that. It could affect how often I'm able to do them and stuff like that. So, first things first, I've been playing around with this idea of emulating one of my favorite YouTubers, gaming YouTubers, Sondoman or Garm HD. Um, he's this really good Let's Player, part of the Derp crew, along with Chilled Chaos, Zero Viking, all those people. So if you watch Scene Anna's, like you may know Chilled Chaos, and Chilled Chaos plays with Garm, things like that. But he titles his videos at the current way that I title my videos is to have the platform or the console that I'm playing on, then the game, then the episode number, and then like a title for that episode. And so then that means that I have to come up with a title for each episode, and sometimes it isn't that easy to do because there isn't always something definitively noteworthy in an episode. In Scroll of the First Sin, an entire episode could just be me trying to get through an area. What do I do then? Do I just name the episode after the area? It's kind of boring. Do I try and be inventive and name it after one specific event that happens in the thing? But then that's only one specific event. If I'm fighting a boss, I'll usually name it after the boss or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like those could be more interesting. But the way that Garm does his videos is he'll have the episode number at the front, then he'll have a title for the series. So, for example, his Skyrim series is called A Journey Through Skyrim. His Dying Light series was some play on it as well. Basically, you come up with something inventive based off of the game or the story of the game, and then you just keep that. And so it means that you make up one good title when you start playing the game, and then you stick with it. I I'd kind of like to do that because I can use Twitter and things like that to get your guys' input into what you think would be a good series title, and then there isn't so much. I wouldn't really call it pressure, but there isn't so much like it doesn't matter if I can't come up with a name for an episode because I'm not coming up with them anymore. You know? um so yeah, and I was playing around with this idea at the end of last stream and started like brainstorming some things like for the Kingdom Hearts series and the Dark Souls series because like Dark Souls 2 could easily be, you know, um something based off of the cycle or off of the location because it's in Drangleic or Drangalic. I always say Drangleic, but it's Drangalic, isn't it? Drangleic is just easier for me. You, it's a bad habit I picked up from one of my uh, role models when I started streaming was that he would always mispronounce things, and so I picked it up for a few things. I'm rambling a little bit now. So yeah, what do you guys think of that? So it'd be, instead of PC Dark Souls Episode 1, this is Dark Souls, it would be um Episode 1 Souls, gotta collect them all. And then brackets PC Dark Souls, Prepare to Die edition with Afterburn 1000 or Afterburn or whatever. Because that way you get all of the information that you need. But, yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then when it comes to things like Dark Souls, today I'm going to be editing the last of Scholar of the First Sin, and gonna try and I may not get that uploaded today because uploading takes time, rendering takes time, and I don't want to be rendering, up until okay, I've finished the render. No, I don't want to be uploading up until the point I start streaming because it can have effects on my upload speed and I can get throttled, which if you're not in the UK, you may not know what that is. If you exceed a certain amount of data uploaded over a given period of time, usually an hour to 2 hours, they will throttle your speed so you can't upload things as quickly or download things as quickly for 2 hours. And the annoying thing is that it's not that they just cut your upload speed, it's that they make it peaky, which means that they give you the full speed and then they'll cut it for a bit and then you'll get the full speed again. So that's why I can't stream when I get throttled. So it's not just a matter of okay, I'll lower the bit rate. It's a matter of even if I lower the bit rate, it's going to be very, very laggy. But yeah, so finishing off the Scholar of the First Sin series, that'll get uploaded at some point over the next couple of days. Then the next thing to start editing is Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, which there's one episode already up on the channel. So if you're interested, you can go and find that. I may even put a link in the description if I'm feeling competent, which I may not. And a lot of people not a lot of, some people have expressed some interest in watching the rest of that because I play a lot of Kingdom Hearts series, and I plan on playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on release when that comes out. I've also got footage for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and Birth by Sleep Final Mix, but I don't want to get. I have a lot of footage from Kingdom Hearts 2, and I asked you guys on Twitter, and you wanted RE Chain of Memories before I started uploading too, so that you actually get the story. Although Chain of Memories is going to be heavily edited. It has card-based combat that is very slow. It's a 2D DS game that was then adapted into 3D. It was difficult to get through, and so I only ever completed Sora's campaign. I may go back to it at some point and play Riku's, but no promises. But yeah, so it's going to be RE Chain of Memories. Probably going to try and get through that relatively quickly. I don't know how long the episodes are going to be. They may not be the full hour-long episodes that I normally do, just because I'm going to be cutting them down a lot. Depends how long one world will take in an episode, I guess. If it takes the hour, I'll give it an hour. If it takes 20 minutes, once it's all been cut down, I'll do a 20-minute episode for Halloween Town or whatever. The game only really gets interesting in the bits in between worlds and the end. That's when the actual story for Kingdom Hearts comes through. Otherwise, it's the same story for the worlds that was in Kingdom Hearts 1. I will also, whilst I have time off from uni, try to record more Dark Souls, the visual novel, because a lot of people seem to be enjoying that. So I'll try and get on that. I don't know if our progress is still saved. I think it's still saved from where I left off last time. But if not, I'll just replay it. It was only an hour in. Okay, so that's the plan for YouTube. For Twitch, we just finished streaming Starbound. We didn't. It's still in development. It's a beta, and so I can't say that I saw all of its content. However, I'm pretty sure I did. I beat all of the bosses, got the final tier of equipment, and the only like side quests that I had left were really tiring. Find this specific item in this specific dungeon when dungeons are particularly rare, and there's no way for you to know if a planet is going to have a dungeon. And if they do have a dungeon, you have no way to know which race that dungeon belongs to. And depending on the race, there's different items in it. I spent literally like 2-3 streams looking for a moon emblem from an avian dungeon, and I couldn't find it and had to cheat it in eventually just to see if there was any more content. And there was, except it was more of the same type of thing. So now that we finished that, starting tonight, starting sometime around 7 p.m. GMT, we're going to be starting Tomb Raider, the 2013 reboot. The one that the sequel Rise of Tomb Raider or whatever it is going to be based off of. That one. And that's going to be on PC. I'm going to be playing that tonight. So that's Twitch and YouTube. Now, real life. I've already talked about how I'm off uni at the moment, and in previous things, I've talked about how my parents are going to be taking me on holiday with them from around the 12th of September to around the 20th. So there's not going to be any streams there. My parents are also going to be visiting me next weekend, so there's probably not going to be any streams late next week into early September. When does September start? Well, start of September, I should be able to stream again. Basically, my parents are coming up to visit me, and depending on how late into the evening they keep me busy, I may not be able to stream. And once I come back from my vacation with my parents, it'll be the start of uni, the next term. I get my results from my resits that I just finished before the 10th of September, and by that point I will know. I'm pretty sure I have, but I will know for definite whether or not I've gotten into my final year at university. And assuming that I have another year, starting from the 21st, 22nd of September. 21st of September. So once I get my schedule for what I'm going to have to do whilst I'm at uni, that's going to have an impact on how often I can stream, because there's going to be a lot more work. I've got a dissertation thing that needs to be done, things like that. So we may be limited to only streaming. I would try to keep it at least 3 times a week, because I love streaming so much that I don't think I could do less than that. But I popped into a pub which is literally like 100 meters away from where I'm sat now, and asked for a job. And I have a trial shift on Tuesday. So depending on how that goes, I may start working in a pub. Now, whilst I'm off uni, I may try and work as much as I can for the next couple of weeks just to get a bit of extra money and get, make sure I know what's actually happening because I have no previous experience. Make sure that I'm actually trained for when term starts, and I'll probably be a lot more tired and, you know, things like that. But we'll see. I have a trial shift on Tuesday. Depending on how that goes, I could be working by that weekend, although my parents will be there. So I may not be working that weekend. I may be working like the first week, 2 weeks of September. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Um, and I think that is about it. I think I've talked about just about everything that I needed to talk about. I'm still terrible at recording these things. Terribly sorry about that, but it's the way that it goes. I'm a rambler, and having chat around helps ground me so I don't go off on tangents too much. But yeah, that's a sort of a brief thing of what's going on. Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at Afterman1000 what you think of changing the titling system. Uh, if you have any suggestions for names for something like RE Chain of Memories, let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Later.